No. No, I hate it. I'm so bad at intros. I don't know, it's like once I get talking, I'm okay, but doing the intro is like so cringe. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back for another video. Today is just gonna be chill. I wanted to get ready and just do a little bit of makeup, and I've been trying out a new waver. Not a new waver, I've had it for like years, but I forgot that I had it. I busted it out the other day and I've been obsessed with it ever since. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to show you. Make sure you are subscribed. Hit the bell notification below to be notified every time I post a new video. You can also follow me over on Instagram. I'll put my handle right here somewhere. It's at BridgetNW. Lots of fun stuff over there. That's where I am the most active and post a lot of weird random shit. Like I was mentioning the other day in my stories. At this point, I'm just posting random shit on the internet. So yeah. Okay, Bridget, just shut the fuck up before you say something fucking stupid. We got the coffee. We got a whole plethora of makeup in front of us. I put a little self-tanner on. My face is like a whole other color. We're gonna throw up the hair and put something on this face so I don't look so dead. I did my skincare this morning, per usual, and sunscreen, as always. Since that was so long ago, my skin needs a little bit more moisture before I put makeup on. So I'm gonna take this Summer Fridays jet lag mask. Love this stuff. It's like used and abused at this point. I hardly have any left. I never really got the hype over it. It's nice, don't get me wrong. Oh, and it's in my hair. For the price point that it is, because it is like a Sephora sold brand with Sephora prices, of course. It's just not my vibe. Then I go in with foundation. Oh my God, the packaging on this, there's something going on with it, because this is probably the third bottle that I've had of it, and it does it every time. But it is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Looks horrendous on the top. Do you see what I mean? It's not like I'm messy with it. It's a dropper, by the way. So that probably has something to do with it. Really like this foundation. It is a drugstore brand. I actually think it's like a UK drugstore brand. I'm not really sure. It's full coverage, but it also has like a satin matte finish, so it lasts all day. And not that I always want a foundation that's like that, but usually when I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to work for 8 hours. And of course, now that we have to all wear masks, and we all should be, by the way, I need something that's going to stay. I spent approximately 400 hours blending my foundation in. This is what the skin is looking like with just the foundation. I love it. It definitely smooths the pores out too. Oh, fuck. Which reminds me, I already fucked it up. After my skincare SPF, I will use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Love this stuff. I've also found that this Catrice foundation is like the perfect match for me. It is in 030 Sand Beige. For the longest time, I would powder my under eyes because once you put product up in your under eyes, it creases. No matter what you do, no matter what anyone tells you, you cannot stop the creasing under your under eyes. It's gonna happen. You know, falling into such a repetitive routine, I never really realized how better my under eyes look without powder. There is a time and a place for it, but no. Not with this foundation, at least. Let's just move on here before I will literally sit here and talk for years. What I do next is I prime my eyes with the MAC Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot. Love this stuff. Not too much. Now, I usually don't do this step, but I've done it the last couple of days and I really liked how it looked. So this is the, I think it's the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Light 2.5 Creme Brulee. Love, love, love this stuff. What I do is I take a brush that looks like this. So this is the Real Techniques medium shadow brush. But I take the itty bitty smallest amount and just a little bit right through here. Like with such the lightest hand. A little bit right here, because I do have darkness right here. Hit the little zits that are pissing me the fuck off. And I kind of concentrate and pack the product on before blending it. It always seems like I have more hyperpigmentation and acne marks on this side, just acne in general. Don't understand why. So before I go any further with my base products, I will take that brush. I just buff out the lines, any creases that I got on my lines, because I didn't powder that eye primer. And I will take the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Press Powder in 110 Creamy Natural and just set that shit down. At the end of the day, it's just makeup. It washes off. Honestly, this is just like therapeutic to me. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel not so dead. I've been really into this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I've been using the middle, which luckily it's that time of year where I can get away with it being a little bit warmer of a shade. This shade's just cooler and it works better for my skin tone. And I actually did my makeup yesterday and went for a walk out in the woods. I was taking videos and shit and I was watching it back today and I'm like, my contour did not look good. I don't know, must have been because I felt like I was in a rush or something, which usually happens. To be honest, it might just be this shade. This shade is not like what I would usually go for. I wouldn't go for something so warm. On to blush, we're gonna use the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism. I can't say anything. So moving on to blush, I'm gonna use the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. One of my faves. I use it almost every day. You can kind of see where I live. Good quality, affordable makeup. I think this palette was like $30 for 6 blushes. I think that's a good deal. Now, I am a blush person. I like to be heavy-handed with my blush. It's just who I am. I can't believe that I'm even filming in daylight right now. Oh my god, for the first time ever, the clouds actually go away instead of roll in. Usually when I'm planning on filming something or I'm planning on taking a photo or just going outside for a walk, Mother Nature's like, oh, this is when Bridget gets out of work, or oh, this is when Bridget's turning her camera on, roll in the clouds. So on to highlight. I'm going to take the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I think I featured this in my last video, but I'm still obsessed with this one. It's just easy. It's a baked formula, so it is very seamless in blending. It's just easy. And I think I paid like $5 for this. If you can hear Chris in the background, he's been playing poker or cards or something. Not for money, of course, just on a random app on his phone. He's been playing for like 4 fucking days straight and he cannot stop playing it. And he's really getting into it. So I take a damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques sponge. And I just go over everything. It always seems like my makeup always turns out so much better on the weekends. Honestly, I think that's because I'm not as like sleep deprived, and it's so hard to break that. I actually saw on TikTok, now I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I related to it, so I was like, maybe that is why. Some type of, let's call it a mindset, where it's just hard for people to go to sleep on time because they feel like they're cutting their personal time short. Of course, when you get up in the morning, you immediately have to get ready for work, go to work, come home, and you finally have your personal time. A few short hours later, it's time to go to bed, and you're like, well, I just got home from work. I can't go to bed yet. That's me. I can't go to bed. I can't go to bed. I'm just gonna do a very light effort situation on my eyes here. I take the same bronzer shade out of this Kat Von D palette,
and I'm just gonna put it through the crease. I guess this is not really a tutorial. I'm just hanging out with you guys, really. I wasn't feeling the best this morning. I don't know. I was feeling anxious. I was feeling lazy. I was like hyper aware that I was being lazy and not doing anything about it, which in turn made me feel even worse about what I was doing or lack thereof. I just go through shit like that where I'm like, oh my God, Bridget, like you should really like film today, or you should really, you know, do some laundry today or clean the house today. And then when I don't do it, all I can do is sit there and be like, what the fuck are you doing? You're wasting a beautiful day, especially when the sun is shining. Like, I just feel like I have to be outside. I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up in such a rural area where that's what you did. That's how I grew up. So I'm feeling a little bit better now that I'm like putting makeup on, trying to feel better. I love these so much. These are the Auric Smoke Reflect Cream and Powder Eyeshadow Duo. Now the cream product is in the top. Like drool worthy. I could die. And then oh no, that was the powder product. This is the cream. Oh my God, I'm actually fucking stupid. I'm not gonna use the cream, I'm just gonna use the powder. And I'm just going to simply dab it on my eyelid. So what I'm gonna do is finish my makeup, do the mascara, and then I can show you guys how I use my crimper. Okay, we're back in my bathroom. I ran out of daylight. We'll start on the first section. I literally just, in the cutest way possible. Tell me this isn't the coolest wet brush you have ever seen. I've already put a little bit of dry shampoo in my hair. So with this crimper, there's not really temperatures on it. As you can see, it's just low or high. I don't keep it at the highest, but I'll turn it down just a little bit because this gets like very, very hot. And I do already have heat protectant in my hair from yesterday when I blow dried it, but I'll take a section about this big and I'll get close to the root. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in line with the waves. 1, 2, 3. The bottom ones don't ever look that pretty. As long as they have some crimp to them and they're not completely butt ugly. I really feel like I'm anxiety ridden today. So if it translates into my video, I'm sorry. It's just one of those days. And I will literally just like ever so slightly spray it with hairspray. This is the L'Oreal Elnet Satin Extra Strong Hairspray. Doesn't leave my hair feeling crusty. I can use it multiple days in a row. I mean, obviously I'm not dousing my hair, but I can use it multiple days in a row without it like building up. This is when the sectioning and this process gets a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down with the waves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hold the ends of the hair in the crimper for a shorter amount of time just to get that look where it's fuller on the top and kind of relaxes towards the ends. That's the way that works best with my hair, especially with the length of my hair. I don't know, I feel like longer hair is so much easier to style. So far so good. It kind of looks weird at first, but once you finish it, then it comes together, and once you do the finishing touches on it. I think that might be the reason why I didn't use it for so long, because I was just like, oh shit, this isn't gonna look good. I feel like I'm straight out of 2008. one of the biggest takeaways, try not to touch the finished pieces too much. It will just make your hair even more frizzy. Okay, we made it to the top layer, and the pieces that are in the front, I always make them a little bit smaller just so they have that like dainty feminine look in the front. So we got this sectioned off, and then I'm gonna start right here. Perfect. The rest of my hair I wasn't doing too well with it. Probably because I feel like I've been in a ongoing anxiety attack all day. Okay, so usually when I get down to the front two pieces on this side, I'm very particular on the bangs on this side of my face because I have such a strong cowlick right here. Basically, I part my hair here because my hair tells me that I have to. And another reason why I'm so particular about this side of my hair and my bangs is because of that cowlick, and because this is the side that always wants to go in my face. It's like near impossible for me to style it in a way where it doesn't go in my face and it looks cute. I've also found that with my hair, at least, it always looks the best the next day. I can make my hair last 4 days, and I don't really like to do that, but if I need to, I know to use this hairstyle. All right, I'm gonna let my hair dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and finish it off. So I think my hair has cooled enough, not dried. I keep wanting to say dry, but I will then go in with the Way hair oil. As you can tell, I'm in love with this stuff. This is actually my second bottle. So I'm someone with super straight fine hair, which in my opinion and from what I've heard makes your hair more susceptible to get oily faster. So I'm not someone who, and people with similar hair types as me aren't people who tend to gravitate towards hair oils. This one is an exception. I've used a few in the past, and they always seemed like the typical hair oil that I have always used and kind of envisioned when I thought of hair oils. Just really heavy and weighed my hair down. This one doesn't seem to do it. So I usually take like the smallest amount, just hardly a full pump, all between the fingers. And I always start in the back. And if you have similar hair to me, super straight, fine hair, just be careful with hair oils. They can really make you look like a wet dog in no time if you're going too close to the root. A hairstyle like this on my hair, just especially blonde hair in general, can make it look dry if you're not using the right hair care products and prepping your hair, of course. Okay, so what I use is one of these coiled hair ties. I think they're the bobble ones. I don't remember. Either way, actually, before I do that, I take this Joyco volumizing finishing spray, but it's a volumizing hairspray, essentially. It's very similar to the L'Oreal on that satin one, but just feels a little bit more luxe. You can definitely tell that there's volumizing properties in this one. I just think it's just so similar to that L'Oreal one that it's not necessary to purchase this one if you're not like wanting to spend the money on it. I actually got mine from TJ Maxx. I don't know. I don't mind the whole like frizzy, messy, unkept kind of vibe. I mean, that's kind of my whole life, so. And that's why I like this hairstyle, because I really don't have to work to make it look good. I can just crimp it and it looks good. I mean,
for the most part. But if you wanted to leave it like this right here, I think that looks so cute. So what I like to do with this hairstyle, my favorite so far, is the half up, half down. I think those are good right here. I try not to like ruffle up the hair too much or else it gets like super frizzy. That's why usually by like day 4 of wearing this hairstyle, I'm looking like, but I still like it, you know what I mean? Like I still like that unkept look. So I'll take this, I think it's Invisibobble. That's what these hair ties are called, Invisibobble. Where I start to do the half up is I go where my eyes are and then go up just a little bit, like right above your temple, basically getting the crown of your hair. To be honest with you, I don't like really care what this looks like up here because it's so crimpy and curly anyway that it's like, it's hard to spot the imperfections, you know? In my opinion. Maybe I just don't give a shit. You get the gist though, right? Especially the side profile, I just think it looks so cute. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. I know I say it all the time, but your support means so much. Being such a small creator, I've always been one to post so much on my social media and love taking photos and being so creative, and it kind of just got to a point where I don't know whether it was the pressure of posting such perfection or such happiness that kind of deterred me away from posting so frequently. At the end of the day, I stopped posting so much. So it might seem strange that all of a sudden I'm here and I'm not only trying to get back to that where I'm posting whatever I want, no matter what it looks like, who's there, it doesn't matter. I just want to post anything that makes me happy, and at this point, like I said, I am posting random shit on the internet. So I hope you're here for it. I'm here for it. That's all I really have. I just hope that this brings me more creativeness. I hope that this gets me out of my head too, you know what I mean? And I'm also trying not to stress about this path that I'm taking with social media and YouTube and Instagram and everything. I'm not trying to stress about it because I felt myself doing that the past couple weeks. I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't even filmed anything, and then it takes me a week to edit anything. I was letting myself get stressed out over something that is supposed to be enjoyable, and that's why I started it in the first place, because it was fun. And I knew that I had fun with it in the past, and I wanted to start doing it again for not only happiness and to have fun, but to make something of it. I guess that's just a little bit of how I'm feeling right now. Overall, this was a rambly video, and if you're still here, I love you. If you guys have any tips, or if you're like a veteran on these waivers, please drop them in the comments below. I want to know other hairstyles, other tips and tricks. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you are notified every time I post a new video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me and my small growing channel. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.